you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? Welcome to What Do You Mean News, where we're going to talk about what the rest of the media is talking about. So it looks like we're talking about the crisis in Ukraine. So to start off, we'll go to a clip that's going to really give us an idea of why US intervention is absolutely needed.
Nearly 2,000 child soldiers in Yemen have died in combat since 2020, according to UN investigators. Houthi rebels have pressed children as young as 7 into the fight against the Saudi-led coalition, with kids in one summer camp taught to clean weapons and evade rockets. The report also found Saudi-led forces continue to inflict heavy casualties on Yemen civilians. The UN says violations of international law have become the norm rather than the exception in Yemen.
That was not Ukraine, that was Yemen. Russia is not going after Yemen. As you heard, it was Saudi-led forces, as in Saudi Arabia, allied with the US. Okay, well now we have a clip of a media building being struck, which should obviously cause outcry and be a reason for the US to step in. Roll the clip. Yeah, that didn't look like Ukraine either, did it? Oh, this just in from our producer. We just showed you footage of a media building in Gaza being struck by Israeli forces who are also allied with the US. Okay, alright. This time, it is a clip from Ukraine. Alright, roll the clip.
Investigators are arriving at the site just now, and Russian President Vladimir Putin breaks his silence overnight. We have full team coverage, starting with ABC's chief foreign correspondent, Terry Moran, on the scene in Ukraine. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, George. 272 of the 298 bodies of the dead of Flight 17 have now been recovered. They're in a nearby village. They will leave this region today, but rebel authorities aren't telling us where they're going to go. Meanwhile, fighting is raging not far from here, complicating all the work at this site. This morning, international monitors have arrived at the crash site. Local machines still working on Sunday, moving large pieces of the downed Malaysian plane, removing even more bodies from the wreckage. And overnight, strong words from Australia's Prime Minister.
The Russian-backed rebels, having those people in control of the site, is a little like leaving criminals in control of a crime scene.
Yeah, he's not the Prime Minister anymore. How old was that? That was from 2014? So, for now we'll say that wasn't the event that motivated the recent decisions by the US. Okay, now we'll go to the current Prime Minister of Australia and his comments on what's happening in the Ukraine now. Let's go.
The situation, as you are all hearing as well, is deteriorating and is reaching a very dangerous state.
And from that same Channel 7 report, let's hear what's motivating the US.
We're in the window when a Russian invasion can start at any time if President Putin so decides.
Okay. And how are the Ukrainians doing?
Ukrainians themselves are defiant, proud, and, given the circumstances, remarkably calm.
Oh, they're pretty calm. Well, I'm glad they're okay. Let's go hear from the president of Ukraine.
The president, who's been at odds with Washington, pushing back on America's warning of impending war.
The truth that we have different information, and all this information that helps only for panic doesn't help us.
like, you know, I am no expert in these sort of things, but wouldn't you want to hear more from, like, the country that's in danger of being invaded? And when you do hear from them, it kind of seem to be expressing frustration at America.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Western panic over the situation is destabilizing Ukraine's economy.
It's like, geez, America, how about you just not try to help anyone for a while and just sort your own shit out first? Please. Yeah, what do you mean this is news? Okay, thanks for watching.